Speed Track, and welcome to my channel and welcome to my website. My name is Daryl and this is Programming in Any Language. The website is www.black-duck.com. It's where you will find all my videos organized in a logical order. And this is the Speed Track. The Speed Track is a series of short videos designed to get you to create a meaningful application very quickly. Okay, we've got our plan, sketched that out last time. Now we need to learn how to use the tools. Well, there's a lot of tools and we really don't need many of them. Maybe it's better to say that we need to learn how to get around the workbench. Visual Studio comes with an integrated development environment, IDE for short. It's basically the canvas where we paint our application, but it's also the coding area where we'll write our code. It's really a pretty helpful product. Before we write any code, we create the visual piece of our project. That is our form. The first thing we need to do here is find a place to build our project. A nice folder would be perfect. You can set it up anywhere on your hard drive. The next thing you do is create the project shell. That includes the basic form and a coding window. All of this is automatic when we launch Visual Studio and give our project a name. Here, take a look what I mean. The next thing we want to do is we want to be able to create a place for it. So I've created something called the new project in my Speed Track folder right here. So this new project is where I want to put things. This is going to allow us to actually start our Visual Studio application, which I'll do right now, bringing up Visual Studio 2022. Once I've got that in place, we can basically create a brand new project. That's what I'll actually do here. We're going to give it a name. And first of all, we're going to select that we want to do a Windows Form App.NET framework. You're going to find that somewhere here in your apps. If you're using Visual Studio, there's all kinds of stuff you can get. You want to get the Windows Form App.NET framework is what you're looking for down here. And if you don't happen to have it on your machine right there on the left side, you want to scroll down and find it. And if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll find it down there. Windows Form App, not quite. This is not exactly where we're looking. We want the .NET Framework one. Here it is right here. Right. So click on this guy right here, and that will give you this up here, and then you can finally say Next. When you say Next, it's going to give you an application where you can create a project name. We're going to call this thing Anything Database. That's one word. And we're going to track it over to, notice it comes up on the solution name and the project name. That's fine. We're going to keep it in both places. We're also going to click on this ellipse right over here and navigate to the folder that I created that I'm going to store it in, so I have it in one place. It's going to make it easier to find later. So I'm going to pop up here and find that. Here it is. New project is right here is my folder. That's where I want to put it. I'll select that folder, and that's where it's going to go. It didn't go there. Why not? Do that again. Oh yeah, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's the machine is running slow because of the video content here. That's fine. We're fine with new project. I'll hit create, and the application will be created, giving us a blank form and our C# Visual Studio IDE integrated development environment. There's our form. This is our Solution Explorer. This is our properties. All of these things you'll learn in the lesson section that I have, and we'll go through this process as we work. But don't worry too much about mastering this thing complete right now. We're trying to build an application fairly simply, and we're going to you're going to take some things by faith, and we'll learn those things as we go along. I am going to go to my View menu and bring up my toolbox, so I've got that handy. That is going to give me all my Windows form, all my controls and common controls like pointers, buttons, labels, text boxes, things of that nature, which I'm going to use. I can size my form very easily here. Once I bring something and put it on my screen, I'll be able to change the properties of each element down here in the properties window. The font size, the color, the background, all those things are here. This is very intimidating because you see all of these many things on here. You don't need to use many of them at all. Just a couple at a time. And in fact, there's properties on here that I have never used in all the years that I've been programming, and don't need to. They're just there for different circumstances that might be needed. So you learn them as you need to do something with it. If I need to change color on a button, I'll figure out how to do it. I'll do so. It must be a foreground or background choice that I'll do on here, and I'll make that all happen. But if I don't need to change the font or the color on the button, I don't need to worry about the property right now. Just leave it at its default and go from there. So very, very few properties get changed. They change as you need to make them happen. And you'll see that as I go through this process. So having an IDE, or an integrated development environment, is what's going to allow you to begin to build your application from the beginning. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this form that we got right here now, and we're going to save it. We'll just do a save all, so it's out there, and then I can start making application changes and actually build my form. So I want to use that sketch I did before to actually put this thing in place and add the pieces I'm going to need to make this thing work. So that's what we'll be seeing next. Well, we didn't do any coding yet. And we didn't build our application with all those buttons and text boxes that we'll scribble out on our planning sheet. What we built was a foundation. This is where it's all going to be built. This is where it will all take place. And that's what we'll do in the next video. Next video, we'll add the components to our form. When we finish the next video, we'll have a form that looks tons better than our plan. And it's almost ready to be coded. See you next time. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance, please subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.